At the beginning of the third quarter here in the Division 3 Grand Final of the Under-19 competition. St Joseph's 4-6-30 leading CORIO 2-3-15. And it's CORIO who will be kicking to the northern end of the ground into a breeze that has been quite effective with the amount of play that's been worked towards that end of the ground. Number 7, Kane O'Toole, famous name for CORIO, takes a free kick. Kicks towards Wayne Neath, fails to take the mark, allows St Joseph's to clear the ball and over the head of the pack. Good handball coming out from St Joseph's to Jackson Boy, their captain. And this time it's a bit high. Isaac Dorashuk takes a high ball and he will also take the free kick. Correction to our goal kickers. James Nichols, number 80 for St Joseph's, has kicked 2 goals. Zach Costa 1 and Rupert Armstrong 1, whilst for CORIO it is Gerald Wilson 1 and Hayden McKenna 1. Make sure we keep them nice and correct. This is going to allow St Joseph's to go deep into attack. An early goal here could prove very, very important, Popey.
Oh, it could here, Graham. You put that first goal on here in the first few minutes in this third quarter, as they call it, the premiership quarter in football. It's really going to be hard for CORIO to come back. If St Joseph's can really put the scoreboard pressure on here while they've got the scoring end, and then just defend well in the last term, they could be definitely the team to win today. But the ball goes into the CORIO back line. It's going to be a free kick for throwing the ball to the way of CORIO. Ball will be taken by, I believe that's Sousa La. He switches it out to Campbell. Campbell's just telling the boys to slow down, come short. It's gone wide to be picked out by James Molden, who's going to go back off the mark here and just try and send the ball inside, which he does. Looking for number 47, just can't get it. And there's the captain, Mitch Grace, just taking it cleanly. Getting it off the boot, though, straight to a defender. It does well, though, the second effort. Gets a nice handball. A dangerous place, though, to handball right in front of the goals. As you can see here, St Joseph's picking it up. It's going to pay holding the ball there, Graham, and it's going to be a CORIO free kick.
CORIO out of defence. Plays towards Matt Garvey. Jacob Hum for CORIO. Takes the ball nicely. Placed Kane O'Toole. Starting to get a bit of the ball, this young Kane.
He's played a good game today, Kane O'Toole.
Sounds the ball nicely. Wayne not able to get down to that, the big fella, which allows Zach Carew.
That's Dutchy Carew there. Just can't get the goal there. I can tell you right now, Graham, he's better at stacking shelves at Woolworths than he is at kicking goals, apparently.
Free play for Woolworths as the ball now forced towards the boundary line, out of bounds on the eastern side of the ground, and it was out of bounds on the full, according to the boundary umpire right on the line. And big Plugger Nichols goes down, and he's going to take the free kick.
This could be his third here, boys. He could, Plugger could, I back Plugger here now. After the first one he shanked, but he's done well here to kick 2 more. So let's see what he does here, old Plugger.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how the effect the wind will have on his kicking, because he's kicking into the breeze out of that particular pocket. Lines up, comes around a bit on the angle, kicks good, long and inaccurate for a point. So St Joseph's open their scoring account for the third quarter. 4 goals, 8:32. Leading CORIO 2-3-15 at the 4-minute mark. CORIO clearing the ball now with Mitch Grace, their captain, running it straight down the centre. That's more like it. Popey, you went into the rooms. What was the message called half time?
Coach Josh Cowton was just telling their boys that they need to be cleaner and smarter with the ball. Oh, big hit there.
A bit high.
And a free kick.
This will be crucial here for St Joseph's.
Little Mickey Durusso.
He's going to go back and kick the goal here. So while he lines up, Cowton was just telling the boys they need to be smarter, they need to be cleaner, not to give away as many free kicks, even though they've just done that now. And Mickey Durusso has sent it wide, and he's kicked a point from point-blank range.
He pulled the ball across his body on that occasion, and you're right, that was could be a costly mistake, but still 4-9.
And that's
St. Joseph's.
And that's what the coach was saying. He just needs to be smarter and not give away free kicks like that. They need to keep their discipline because the umpires have been stamping it out early, and they really. That's just bounced off Lars' chest there. Does well to pick it back up and sends it down the line to that far wing.
Good mark.
Mark taken there by, I believe that's Kurger, the man on 49 goals. He needs to be in the square here. He's trying to get his 50th. But he's doing the team things, I guess. So umpires told him to move it on. He goes down the line, looking for Nice, who takes a good mark there. He can go back, and Cry can really try and use this here. They need to really get one in the non-scoring end.
Nice delivery around the boundary line yet again, but St. Joseph's, a bit of a hike off the ground there, but they got it clear and still forcing the ball forward into this strong breeze that's coming down from that northwesterly direction as they go forward yet again, running forward with the ball just inside 50. Thusalar is right on his tail. It's a good handball back. Good work there to Rupert Armstrong. And what's Armstrong done with it?
Player, Armstrong.
That'll be his second here, gentlemen.
That's the second goal for Rupert Armstrong.
And that is going to be very crucial here for St. Joseph's, and it's really going to put the tail here on the Cryo boys because they're up by, I think it's 3 or 4 goals now in the third quarter. They really need to pull something out, Cryo. But last year they were in the same position against Inverleigh about this time, and they did come back to only lose by 2 goals. So hopefully they can do what they did last year and come back, but put a couple more on to get themselves the chocolates this year.
Kempe Engineering scoreboard for the third quarter sees St. Joseph's 5-9-39, leading Corio 2-3-15.
They put the Rue Armstrong at centre-half forward, and I'll tell you what, he's starting to dominate, Graham, and I'll tell you what, Bruno Nikolic is a great man from St. Joey's. He's absolutely out of control over here.
and he will be. St. Joseph's into attack yet again. Good work, good mark, good placement. All could be close to 50.
Done well there, Ollie Wright, just taking it in the hands, not letting the bump there fault the mark at all. And he's going to go back from about 35 out. Pretty much strictly in front. You'd have to aim for the right point post here, Graham, I think.
That was the cleanest bit of play out of the centre we've seen today.
You're not wrong there.
Once again, Armstrong right in the thick of things there.
So Wright's going to go for the kick now. It's going to filter wide, and that'll be a minor score again.
He didn't. He pushed it too wide for it to come back in. So another point. 5 goals, 10 St. Joseph's at the 7-8 minute mark of the third quarter. They're 40 points, leading Corio 2-3-15. Corio desperate to get back into this game. It's vital in this third quarter that they get some scoring opportunities. Caught high is the Corio player in
Kurger there.
Nathan Kurger, playing off the half-back line. Tries to centre the ball more, played effectively towards Jordan Campbell. He hasn't been able to dominate with the ball.
Dutchy Carew comes out. He goes bang. It's going to be a minor score. Come on, Dutch. You're better than that, mate.
A burst from the pack. St. Joseph's have got a bit of bite in them at the present time, Coxie.
Yeah, they're full of run at the moment, Graham, and doing really well, St. Joey's.
Corio into the hands of Mitchie Sykes. And Sykes will, he works the ball back now. Don't know how effective this is. Dylan Tarticchio takes the ball.
Figure
one bounce.
the run here. Good bump there by Hum. Tarticchio just can't hit the kick, though, to Jack Lewis. And Dutchy Carew, he's been doing bits these last few minutes. Old Dutchy just can't seem to get a clean kick-off, though, but he's definitely getting a lot of the ball.
Corio working hard in defence again. Tarticchio trying to control the ball. Ball gets an odd bounce. Now back to Tarticchio. He's able to get the handball out to one of his teammates around the boundary line. Forced towards the boundary, right in front of us in the commentary position. The ground's a bit hard out there. The ball was delivered forward again. But Corio desperate in defence. Desperate in attack and was St. Joseph in defence. And the ball again pushed towards the boundary line for yet another throw in. 41 plays 15 in this third quarter. Ball is Big Wayne Neath at the back tries to get the double hands down, fails to connect. Ball is more effectively taken forward by Lagarde. Lagarde gets the ball, but it's well captured by Will Spence from St Joseph's. Only a small young man, but he's very effective. As Isaac Doroshuk, he drives the ball forward for St Joseph's, who are yet again looking dangerous around goal. Desperate defence by CORIO. Wayne Neath doing battle with Carmody. Carmody winning the ball back out to St Joseph's, back into Carmody, shoots towards goal, out of bounds on the full.
Yeah, that's right there, Graham. And Dylan Lagarde will be the man to switch it out to Sykes here. Dangerous kick to kick across goal there, but luckily Mitch Grace is there, the captain. Very good footballer he is, so he'll take a couple bounces. Oh, he's filtered that. That could prove very dire against him, but takes his time. Not the best kick off the boot. Looking there for, I believe that's number 13 in Connolly Cook. And he gets the ball out and it just filters over to the boundary line.
Right in front of the main supporters area here at St Albans Recreation Reserve. Boundary umpire throwing the ball in. Big Wayne Neath wrestling for the ball, failing to be able to capitalise on that effect at occasion, but worked effectively forward by Will Skeeps for CORIO. Cleared by the St Joseph's defence, running hard for the ball. Carmody as he takes control. Little chip across towards Ollie Wright. And Wright, so he's going for
the
a
whiz,
run.
go the whiz.
Go the whiz. Is he stacking shells?
There he is
forward?
again, Armstrong.
He's Rupert Armstrong. He's starting to be a dominant force for St Joseph's, crying the ball bouncing over the top of the pack and then yet another behind.
You can see Plugger there had the right idea, just trying to shepherd the bloke out of the ball, but the kick just wasn't right on to kick a goal there. But you can see he's not just a prolific goal scorer here, Plugger, he's also a team player, just trying to get the scores on the board.
12-minute mark of the third quarter, 5-12-42. St Joseph's plays CORIO 2-3-15. That ball went out of bounds.
Terrible kick, Graham.
Without being touched from the kick-in. So St Joseph's driving back into attack. Nearly a good mark in the back to Nichols, not paid. Ball forced towards the boundary line yet again. The umpire right on the job. Busy boys today, the boundary umpires. Fucking there's four of them. There's a silly old two. They'd be running puff, puff, puff. Ball thrown in, captured by CORIO, driving forward. Inside 50, St Joseph still in control of the ball, but he was pulled off the ball, and in the process was deemed to have thrown the ball by the umpire, and so a free kick will go to CORIO. Willie Sheeps, number 1, taking the delivery, chips the ball over towards the boundary line on the outer side of the ground. CORIO again desperately trying to force the ball forward, but that's St Joseph's midline strength doing well. Thusalar, he drives it back in for CORIO, out towards the boundary line and over the boundary line and out of bounds. 13.5 minutes gone in this third quarter, 5-12-42. St Joseph's plays CORIO 2-3-15. Popey.
Ball goes in, looking for Neath. He lets the ball hit the ground there. Does well there is Campbell. We know he's got the pace. Sends the ball in forward. Just can't find Hargraves there. Big Geordie Hargraves, but the ball gets filtered down, only to be cleaned out by St Joseph's. They've got a man behind the ball at all times. Ball gets picked up by, I believe that's McKenna. Just doing bits today, he has. Ball gets dogpiled on. Does well to get out to last. It's going to be a throw, I think. Probably a bit...
A one-handed handball, Mark, I reckon.
Yeah, could be a bit stiff, but, I mean, that's the umpire's call. Does well there in CORIO, sending the ball out. But as we've known all day, the wind's just going to filter the ball out there. It's going to go out for a boundary throw, and the umpire's going to come in and throw it into the ground. Big Wayne Neath will be in the ruck here for CORIO, winning a majority of his taps today, just being such a big man there. Only to be cleaned out there by St Joseph's. they've just got players all over the ball. Picked up well as Campbell. He'll take one on. He can just chip it in. Tries to chip it. Probably should have gone for goal there, but it's done the team thing. In there is Kurger looking for his 50th goal. Dogpole over the ball there. Campbell does well. Gives him the old Dusty Martin. Only to handball to an opposition player, though. Thusalah's in there. Ball gets sent long forward by St. Joseph. Looking to your mate, the Wiz here, Cogsy. And the ball gets tapped down there.
Rupert Armstrong.
The Wiz, here he is. He's going to say no thanks. He takes a bounce. I reckon he's at about 20.
Tell you what, he's on fire, Rupert. Into an open goal, maybe.
This is a Mickey McGuan run.
Oh, what a
That'll be
goal
his
of the
third
day.
there, the Wiz.
The goal of the day, there's no question whatsoever about that. Rupert Armstrong could just about put him towards the top of the table as best player on the ground.
Oh, he's turned this game on its head at the moment, Graham.
So
what a magnificent game he's playing.
That was a superb goal kick by Rupert Armstrong. He's registered 3 goals. St Joseph's now 6 goals, 12-48. Leading CORIO 2 goals, 3-15 at the 16-minute mark. We're going into time on in this vital third quarter. CORIO desperately trying to fight their way back into this game. Can they make it?
I reckon Rupert Armstrong has about 20 bounces today, which is good to see. I love to see a bloke run, take the game on, bounce it, play on, and just open the game up. Here's Thusalah. He's going to send it down forward. Looking for Kurger. Ball just can't carry, though, and it's got to be filtered over the boundary line. The umpire will say, that's mine, and he will throw it in.
Tell you what, I'm getting seasick in this commentary van, and the wind's having the effect on this as it is out in the ground.
We're rocking a bit here, Graham.
We're rocking and rolling here at the grand final of the Division 3 under-19s between CORIO and St Joseph's, and it's St Joseph's taking all before them as we see Jordan Campbell kick forward for CORIO deep into the pocket, and deep enough just in front of the promoted trophy and clothing company sign where the red and white balloons of CORIO are flying. They need a lot of hot air in them out there at the present time, CORIO, if they're to get back into this game, because St Joseph's have taken it by the scruff of the neck, mainly due to some outstanding work in this quarter, particularly from Rupert Armstrong. As we see St Joseph's yet again, good effective handball, working the ball well. They're working together in 2s and 3s, St Joseph's, and it's paying off, and as the umpire calls, this will be my ball, gentlemen. And I'll throw it up accordingly. Mitch Sykes hands the ball back to the umpire. Up goes the ball. Big men fly for Herbert Adams pie. Baked and sold in silver foil. So Jack Dye used to say as St Joseph's force their way forward. They're again Rupert Armstrong. They're looking for the key man. Mopsy's got it. He nearly got the break.
Done well there, the Wiz.
He got a little chip across. And another goal. That's on the board.
Set up by guess who, Graham?
Number 21, Rupert Armstrong.
The Roo,
But
the Wiz.
Who kicked it?
That goal will go to Nick Tino, number 22, I believe.
Tino.
Nicky Tino.
From the Shannon Avenue Fish and Chip Shop. His father, the great Tino, up there.
You know them all, don't you, Coxie? 7-12, St Joseph's, 54 points. At the 18-minute mark of this third quarter, lead CORIO 2-3-15. We call it the premiership quarter. So far in this quarter, St Joseph's have kicked 3 goals, 6, and CORIO have failed to score. Now that could be a really big telling point in the final analysis of the grand final.
It's going to be massive for CORIO in the last term. They've got to kick 4 times their score in the last quarter of the game to win this game and keep St Joseph scoreless. So they've got a big task on their hands, but I'm sure Coach Josh Count will do something to try and really get his boys in and get themselves a win. But the ball gets sent out there by St Joseph's with a big torpedo there. You can see Sykes running to the ball. He's going to be the first there, but it's going to filter out the line for a boundary throw in just as big Mitchy Sykes tries to get another ball. And that'll be 3/4 time.
19 minutes of the third quarter has been played, and the final, so the siren has gone for 3/4 time, where we see St Joseph's 7-12-54, kicking 3 goals, 6 in that particular quarter, and keeping CORIO scoreless. They're 2 goals, 3-15.